Hello friends, welcome to Insight Learners. So in this video we shall learn how to write a professional emails in English. So what are the do's and don'ts to be considered while writing the professional emails. So before that, do subscribe our channel and like the video. So let's begin. So first and foremost thing we need to consider while writing the professional emails is that, so first you need to have, so we shall see how to write, so writing professional emails in English. So the first thing to be considered while writing the professional email is that the mandatory is that you need to create your own professional email. So if you do not have a professional email, so just create professional email. So the professional email is one which actually defines yourself, or it signifies yourself. So it doesn't mean that you need to include all your name as well as address. So you can include any one of them and make it more professional. So that just with the help of an email, so it mainly defines yourself. So simply don't create a professional. So don't create an email with one of your favorite actor or actress. So it's not a professional email. It's a personal email. So personal email you can create it as your wish, but professional email it should be professional and which mainly signifies yourself, or it defines yourself. So the first step is you need to create a professional email. So once the professional email is created, so this is the first step. So once the professional email is created, so then we shall see what are the various parts that are included for creating a professional emails. So there are 4 parts for creating professional emails. So we shall learn each of the parts in detail. So there are basically 4 parts for creating professional emails. So the first one is the subject line. So the first part of the professional email is subject line. Then the second thing is greeting. Then the third part of a professional email to be considered while writing is, the third part is the text of the email, which is referred as text, email text. And the last part of the writing professional email is closing. So once you write the text, you need to end it with, right? So therefore you are going to write it as closing. So these are basically 4 parts for creating professional emails. The first one is the subject line, second one is greeting, third one is the email text, as well as fourth one is closing. So now we shall discuss each of these parts in detail. So first we shall learn the subject line. So how to write the subject line while writing the professional email. So the subject line is that, so you need to give an appropriate subject, so which mainly defines the purpose of writing an email, and it should be short and simple. So we shall see. So like you should not include the subject line, so you cannot write directly hello comma dear. So this is not the good way of writing professional email. So instead of that, you're going to write the purpose of writing an email. So like that, so for example, you can say you are requesting for a meeting. So then you can give the name of the, so you can mention the subject as requesting for email. So this is one of the best practice of writing the email. So you need to include the subject as requesting for meeting. So suppose you are requesting for meeting, so requesting for meeting. So this is how you are going to write a subject line. So the subject line, it should be clear and it should be specific. And don't forget, so once you are writing the email, make sure that you are spelling. So you can use the basic English. No need to use high level English or something. You can use the basic English, but the thing is that you need to use the proper usage of it. That is, the spelling should be clear and it should be correct. And the next thing is the grammar as well as punctuation. So then lastly, capitalization. So capitalization is that after completing the sentence full stop, if you are writing the next sentence, then you need to start it with capital letter. So this is the good way of writing the professional emails. So this is what we have discussed, the subject line. So this is the first part of writing the creating a professional emails. The first part is you need to enter the subject line. So once you are done with the subject line, the next part is greeting. So the next part of the professional email writing is that greeting. So the greeting, it should be formal and it should not be familiar. So it means that the whatever you are going to greet through the email, it should be in formal right? You should not create a personal, like it should be formal and it should not be familiar greeting. So if you are writing an email to your friends or any relatives, you can create a familiar greeting, but since it's a professional email, so the greeting should be in formal. So that is, you can make a greeting formal by using the titles that are gender non-specific, which means that you are going to greet them without referring to their gender. Suppose if you know the person position in the company or office, then you can greet them based on their profession. For example, if the person, if the person is a professor, then you can you can mention the greeting as dear professor, followed by the name of the person, that is John. So John. Then next one is that, so suppose if the person, so if a person is an director, so you can just mention dear followed by director followed by the name of the person, like Myth. So this is the how you are going to use the greeting. So if you know the position of the person, then you can use this usage. And the second thing is that if you have only the gender information, so if you have only gender information, so in such case you can use the, so if you have only the information about the gender, so you can call them either sir or dear madam. So dear sir or dear madam. So this is how you're going to greet them. And the next thing is that we have discussed how to greet them without specifying their gender, just by knowing the position. Second thing is we have also seen how to greet them based on the gender. And the third one is that how you are going to suppose if you are writing an email for addressing the group of members. So in such case, so suppose if you are addressing, so if you are addressing so if you are addressing the group of members, so in such case how to greet them. So you are addressing the group of members. So in such case you are going to use simple, that is dear followed by the members of committee. So followed by the members of committee. So just by specifying this you can successfully greet them. So this is how you are going to greet them. So this is the second part of writing. That is the second part of writing the professional emails, that is greeting. So now directly we shall move to the third part of writing professional email, that is email text. So email text, which refers to the body of an email. So whatever you are going to write the text, it is referred as a email text, and basically it has two parts. The first thing is that it is divided into main message, as well as it includes all necessary details and all necessary details. So then all necessary details to be entered within the email body or within the text of the email. So all necessary details. So then, so basically we shall consider what are the do's and don'ts to be considered while writing the text of the email. The first we shall see what are the don'ts to be considered. Means you should not use this. That is, don't write long emails. The first step is you're going to don't write long emails. So the email should be small and it should be simple, and it should look beautiful. So you should make paragraphs and write so that it seems good. And don't write a long email, like don't write a long story about that. So it is not good, and they don't have even patience to read that much. So if you write it in simple and short format, so it is easy to read. Okay. So therefore just don't write long emails, so just write small emails. And next thing is that only write the necessary details, or only what is essential. You can mention only that details in email, that in brief. So you need to write it in brief. So these are the don'ts to be considered while writing the text for the email. So the next thing is that if you are writing so you will write the text for the email, so make sure that you divide it into, so divide the text into divide the text into divide the text into one or two paragraphs, or so one or two paragraphs. You can divide the text into one or two paragraphs so that it looks beautiful, and moreover it also it's easily readable. So therefore just keep the text in 1 to 2 paragraphs, and then so make sure that the paragraph it should not exceed. So make sure that the paragraph, it should not exceed 3 to 4 lines. So each paragraph should contain at least 3 or 4 sentences. That is, it includes so max of 3 to 4 sentences, and do not include around 10 to 15 lines in one paragraph. Again, next paragraph. So make short paragraphs, that is 2 paragraphs, and each paragraph can contain either 3 or maximum 4 sentences. And next thing is suppose if you are requesting. So suppose for requesting, then just include around 1 or 2. So 1 to 2 requests. So 1 to 2 requests. So this is much preferred while writing the text for the email. So then, again we shall see again what are the don'ts. So don'ts is that you should not include or you should not complain or blame in writing the business email. Suppose if you are writing a business email in order to address someone who has not completed the assigned work, so do not complain anyone. So therefore don't complain. So don't blame in the email. So don't blame or complain. So if you want to suggest them something, so just use the keywords like perhaps, so complete soon, or you can mention perhaps complete soon, or you can mention perhaps incomplete, so the person who is reading the email, he may understand, so he understands and he may complete the task assigned to him. So don't blame or complain, so because you are going to write it professionally, so therefore you are going to use perhaps and keyword in order to complain or blame. And the next thing is that the main thing to be considered is that you need to always add the words of thanks. So always add words of thanks. So you need to add a word that is thanks once you write the text for the email. So once you are done with the text for writing the email text, then you need to mention the thanks at the end. So this is the mandatory for writing the professional email. So then the last part of writing the professional email is closing. So now we are done with the subject line, you are done with the this greeting email text, and you need to end it, right? So therefore closing is the last part of creating a professional email. So even the closing, it should be, so keep it short and simple. So keep it short and simple, and just it should end in single word, like you need to mention regards followed by, or you can also mention best regards. So it depends on you how you use. You can use either regards or best regards. So then at the end, you need to add your signature. This is mandatory. Add the signature at the end, followed by the first name as well as last name. So first name followed by last name, and mention your phone number. So mention your phone number. So this is while closing. So then after that, so once you are done with all the 4 steps or all the 4 parts of writing the business or professional emails, so don't send it. So don't send it directly. So don't send it until, you read and check it. So it is mandatory that you should read it carefully and check it twice or thrice, and then only you need to submit it. So then only you need to send the email. Simply don't write an email and send it. So because if you cross check the email for twice or once, you will understand. So if there is any spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes, so you need to make sure that those mistakes never appear. So if there are mistakes, then you need to remove the mistakes. So once you are done with that, so if you feel that everything is properly correct, then only you need to check it and then send it. So the first and the foremost thing is, once you write the email, make sure that you need to add the email address. So once you add the email address, then you can send it. So then at last add email address. So without the email address, you cannot send it. So that's a professional email address you need to add. So this is how you are going to write the business emails. So lastly, we shall write the summary of do's and don'ts to be considered for writing the professional emails. So the first step we discussed is we need to create a professional email address. So this is the first part. Then after that, the next thing is that you need to include the subject line. So the subject line, it should be clear and brief. So it should be clear and brief. So once you are done with that, so this is the second, and then the words of appreciation. So words of appreciation means, as I said, you need to mention the words of thanks, right? Appreciation. So you need to mention the words of thanks. So that is words of appreciation. And then now the next thing is the don'ts to be considered while writing the professional emails. So the first and the foremost thing I told is don't make any mistakes. So don't make any mistakes, like it can be the spelling mistakes or grammar mistakes or punctuation or capitalization. So make sure that you correct everything. So once that is done, more thing is that don't write long emails. So the emails what you write, it should be short and it should be concised manner. So therefore don't write long emails. And then don't complain or blame. So don't complain or blame. So don't complain or blame. And lastly, don't send it until you check it. So don't send until check it. So once you check it, and if you feel that everything is correct and proper, so then only you are going to send it. So by mentioning, so by your professional address, email address, you are going to put your professional email address and you are going to send the person for whom you wish to send. So this is what we discussed in this video, that is 4 parts of creating professional emails, like subject line, greeting, email, text and closing. So I hope you understood how to create a professional emails. So that's it. Thank you friends for watching, and do subscribe our channel for more updates.